relationship is often complex. Me being from an African background, I know the taboo in even mentioning a traumatic experience or traumatic relationships between mother and daughter. What I found is, until I dealt with the turbulent relationship between me and my mother, I wasn't able to go into the workplace and deal with authority or interact with older black women, because for me, they represented my mother. And unless I dealt with a lot of the trauma of that relationship, I knew that I wouldn't be able to go in the workplace and be the independent, successful woman I am today. Now, during my Snapchats and interactions on social media, I've been able to share some of my experiences, and there has been so many women who have reached out to me in the same situation or have had friends in the same situation. And more importantly, I have been able to open the dialogue with people on my platform about their experiences. Unless we have boundaries in our own personal lives, it is very difficult to have boundaries in the workplace. I find that to be a well-adjusted professional, I needed to unpack some of my trauma. And that meant going into therapy and being candid and being honest about how that relationship interfered in all my other relationships, but more importantly, with work. I was unable to hold a job. I lacked confidence. I lacked self-confidence. I didn't know who I was. I constantly second-guessed myself. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm not out of the other end of it telling you how perfect life is. But once I started to understand how a lot of the trauma from my relationship with my mother was affecting my working life, I wasn't able to reach my full potential at work. I really want to be able to be honest and candid, and therefore I asked on my social media if you guys would like a masterclass talking about some of the issues that I've had with my mother and how they magnified themselves in different parts of my life. I'm sitting here comfortably as a strong, independent black woman in a profession where I am confident because I was able to be honest with myself and my therapist. This is the Mother-Daughter Masterclass.